What up guys, welcome to my first ever Panorama Overwatch. Exciting. If you haven't seen my Logitech gear giveaway, I'm giving away loads of Logitech gear, all for free. I'm going to sign it and send it out to you guys. It's more on this chair over here. It just doesn't stop. There's so much stuff. I'm going to put the link to the video here. I guess it'll pop up in the little suggested thing. Go watch it. Good video. As always, I got sent in some fantastic fan art. So first up, we have Daniel. I absolutely love this mascot style piece. It is awesome, and I have to use it in something. Thank you so much, Daniel. Philip S designed me a whole new YouTube banner, which looks incredible. Thank you very much, Philip. Hampus made me this graffiti style piece. Small, but incredibly detailed. I like it, Hampus. Jack Tanner made me this piece. I'm guessing that's me defusing the bomb. Wild guess. And last but not least, Wilhelm made me this piece, which is another graffiti style piece. Very colorful indeed. I love it. And the sparkles with the heart as well, dude. If the audio is a little messed up and you hear some annoying background noise, I apologize. My computer is kind of broken a little bit at the moment. One of the pumps all the water cooling through, is just completely kaput. So one pump is having to work overtime. There's loads of air bubbles in the system, and it's just making a loud noise, which is very annoying. So I have not done this before. Let's go. You click the little Overwatch thing. Welcome to Overwatch. I know what Overwatch is. I've done this once or twice before. Download evidence, and we are on Office. Wow. Have I ever done an Office Overwatch before? I'm not even sure. We've got the suspect here. He is on 11 for 2. Okay, potential cheater score right there. It's 1 for 6. Terrorists are up 6, obviously, with the suspect on their team. And he's got an auto sniper. And he's just spamming away down this long corridor, which is like a classic. From all the times that I used to play casual Office, that was like a classic strat. You just kind of look down there, 64-man server, and you just spam, spam, spam. And that seems to be what he's doing. He's taking the casual tactics, he's bringing them into competitive, and nobody's ready for it. They just are not ready. And the final CT gets picked there by the suspect with the auto sniper. Personally, I didn't actually think I saw much cheaty about that round whatsoever. It was just kind of your standard auto sniper spam. It's a bit weird how he's just kind of aiming kind of through the wall at them, because he is like pre-scoping the hell out of them. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to turn the X-ray off through the walls so that we can actually kind of gauge a little bit better whether he pre-scopes people before he's even seen them or not. It's kind of hard to tell when the X-ray is on whether he has actually seen people or not, because the edges, you're always seeing people. So yeah, it makes sense. Okay, he's pre-scoping that. Let's quickly turn that on. He did see a CT go up there, and now he's pre-scoping that window where a CT is. Oh, but the CT appears to have come back down, and he knows that there's one in this room. I am getting more and more convinced as the rounds... Yeah, come on. Who does that? I'm thinking he's definitely got walls at this stage. I'm thinking, well, we've only seen 2 rounds and he's just definitely got walls. So toggle back the walls, and there's one down this corridor who he is going to pre-spam at. And does he know this is the only one, or is he going to hang around here and try and scout some others? No, he seems to know that this is the only one. And that is crazy, because with the walls off, you cannot see that whatsoever. So I'm thinking 100% wall hacks right here. I don't know how prevalent cheats are in the current game, because I know about the whole VACnet thing, and that's meant to be working really well. But obviously we've still got wall hackers in the game if we're doing Overwatches, and this guy is pretty blatant. He's sticking with the auto sniper here. He's not switching it up whatsoever. He's got a Tech 9 as well. Let's see what kind of damage he can do. He's going to go standard tactic. Oh no, he's not. I thought he was going to spam down the long alleyway, but actually he might open this. That's strange of him to just not like aim through the smoke instead of aim directly at the guy. So I'm pretty convinced he's got walls. I'm pretty convinced. I'm like an 8 out of 10 that he is wall hacking. But we are just going to have to see, because the way he moves as well, his crosshair's kind of just aiming at people constantly through the wall. So it can't be coincidence the whole time, you know. So he's going to open this door, and he's going to, spam at this guy where he already knows he is. He must be cheating. I'm sorry, guys, but I'm pretty convinced at this stage that he is cheating. Obviously, there's a certain level of information that you can get from your teammates if you're like tip-top communication. But the way he is just like pre-aiming is far too much information. And obviously he's got no skins as well, obviously. So obviously it means he's a cheater, you know. Definitely, 100% confirmed cheater, no skins. So he's going to stick around the T-spawn area. He seems to be playing some kind of strange game with his teammates in spawn. No, he's moving. He's moving back to another long corridor with the auto sniper. That's the way to legit win this map, in my opinion, when you're playing on office. Maybe not against globals, but yeah, every other rank, just camp the long corridors with some kind of scope weapon. Personally, I don't really play too much office, so I don't know. Oh, look who it is, Panorama. You want to come say hi to the video? Do you think you can get in shot? Oh, he's doing it. He's doing it. We're already convinced that this guy's wall hacking. But do you want to see this guy run across my pool in slow-mo mode? I'm going to show you that right now. And we're back with the cheating suspect. And you've disappeared, Anwar. So goodbye. Goodbye. So we are on 10 for 3. I'm thinking maybe I should just skip through this whole thing because he's wall hacking. I don't see any evidence of aim whatsoever at the moment. I don't see any like other either. It's not like b-hop scripting or, you know, some kind of crazy spin hack or something like that. But he wasn't ready for bot Harvey. He was not ready. Maybe his wall hack doesn't show bots. Obviously that's complete bullshit, but you know, he is definitely ready for bot Harvey this time. And I think that was a legit flick. It was kind of fast, but I do think it was a legit flick. I don't see any aim assistance. If you guys have seen stuff, he's just incredibly blatant at this stage. He's just pre-scoping people very, very obviously through walls and just kind of walking around the corner with them already in the scope. There's really not much you can do when you're versus a cheater like that. It's very depressing to play against these kind of people. I really don't know why people cheat. And the bot is just about to get wall hacked. Obviously someone just got upset that this guy was so incredibly blatant and they just left, and now there's a bot. So, you know, what can you do? I had the tab up so I couldn't properly see the aim assists on that. Maybe there was. I'm not 100% sure. But I don't think there was. I don't think there was. And that's it. That is all we get. So it's pretty much exactly the same system. It's like identical, but it's just got a different UI, which is kind of like the whole CS thing at the moment. It's exactly the same, but it just looks a tiny bit different. So I'm going to say insufficient evidence for aim assistance. I am going to say evident, definitely, beyond a reasonable doubt for vision assistance. He was walling his face off, and others I am going to put insufficient evidence for. Submit. And there we go. We don't have a little Overwatch thing over here at the side of the screen anymore. It's just completely gone. So I guess no more cases for us for the time being. We'll have to wait until the next video. Remember to check out the Logitech gear giveaway. I'm going to sign all of this stuff personally, and I'm going to send it all out to you. So the video will be clickable right at the end of the screen. Oh, and we've got another Overwatch case as well. Let's quickly do this. I can't resist doing this. So we're going to do another one, boys. And this time, we're on Overpass, the suspect in round 13. 5-7, terrorists winning. The actual team with the suspect on is losing. Interesting. Maybe he's like gonna rage toggle, something like that. We're on 13 for 11, so definitely not the biggest cheater score I've ever seen. Let's have a look and see if he's as blatant as the last guy was or not. I really doubt it, because he is playing some kind of standard spots. He did back off just as the terrorist peeked there. Obviously, he knows the terrorist is down here in water, so he's just going to peek out, taken by surprise, while his teammates distract him from the bomb site. But he's going to go ahead and do this peek again. He does pre-flash it, like the flash literally landed exactly where the guy was. I don't know if that's complete coincidence or not, and I don't know whether his teammates have got this kind of information. He backs off, kind of. From what I've seen so far, guys, his whole movement and the way he's reacting to what people are actually doing through walls actually looks hella suspicious. You know, if I were to just look at this game and think, oh, you know, 16 for 12 and they're losing, then automatically you think, oh no, he can't be cheating. But actually, from the way he was playing right there, he looked pretty darn suspicious. So We actually might have an interesting case in our hands, guys. We actually might have an interesting case, finally. So the terrorists are taking B site. There are 4 remaining. Make that 3 remaining. 1 got wallbang. Make that 2 remaining, sorry. Suspect working his way up short and just spraying down the guys on the site. Nothing too suspicious about that. Obviously, his teammates have all the information about where they are because they can see him over the site and they're just, oh, they're rushing the site. So he knows where to look already. I wouldn't say that's too suspicious. The only suspicious thing we've seen is the play at stairs when he was just reacting to where people were and like perfectly flashing them. But could be real coincidence. That's strange. That is strange because he flashed and then like he kind of knew that the terrorist was pushing, so he quickly pre-aimed there. And now he's taken over the bot with the P90, so this will be interesting. One is pushing him at toilets and he kind of pre-fires him a bit, and the other guy, I think he's walling, you know. I think this guy's walling. The way he's playing is incredibly suspicious, and he knows exactly when everyone is going to come peek a corner or not. He knows. I don't see any evidence of aim assistance so far. I think that's a little harder to gauge than with walls. But I genuinely think this guy is walling. He is one of the people that I absolutely detest playing against. Has he got aim assistance? Is he gonna get the headshots? The CT is backing off here to stairs. He seems to be aware of that, so immediately pushes as the CT backs off. He is like he's running with his knife out. He is so incredibly confident that there is nobody there that he's just running there with his knife out, which is really, really peculiar. Like if I was watching a pro or something, they would no way be doing that because they've just seen 2 CTs there and they know there could potentially be one lurking around the area. And he just pre-fires him at bank pretty much. Yeah, he knows. And obviously you can gauge some kind of footsteps, so you could be like, okay, maybe there's one there, maybe there's one there. But it's hard to just like pinpoint people exactly. And he just seems to have way too much information. He's gonna get his gun out as soon as there's a person, you know. He's literally aiming at people through walls at this point. Now I am convinced that this guy is balling. He is just one of those guys I absolutely hate playing against, who is just trying to hide it the entire time. And basically you can kind of tell that they're walling, but they really don't want to get banned. That was pretty poor. I don't think he's got... He knows he's getting rushed, so he's just going to pre-fire that guy with a bot. It's nice that there is a bot, because then we actually get to see more of this guy play. As soon as he dies, he takes over the bot, and then we can just continue to see the round and get more information. He's cheating, okay? Obviously, he probably had the information from his teammates, but the way he's just, like, perfectly pre-aiming the guy through the wall... you know, the CT could have been anywhere, could have been rushing up those stairs towards him, but he peeks out, he just shoulder peeks, knowing exactly where he is. So he is obviously aware that these CTs will be pushing from this direction. It looks like basically a whole team stack. There's one that hasn't kind of joined, lurking at the back. But yeah, basically a whole eco rush there, which is a terrible idea because this guy goes kind of playground area every... he's just following him through the wall. Every single round he goes there, so you really don't want to be 4-man eco against a cheater. That's not the best idea. He didn't even see him yet. Obviously he could see his shadow on the floor there, but he literally just first bullet moving, one bulleted him through the wall in the head. If I was the guy who was playing there long, I would have been very upset to get killed by that guy. But playing CS nowadays, usually it makes me very upset because I just think everyone's cheating anyway, even when they're probably not half the time. But actually, I played a few matchmakings recently, and it does seem to be a lot better. The state of the cheaters actually has seemed to be improving from when I was like super active playing it in maybe like late 2017 or 2016, those kind of eras. And he is trying to pre-fire this guy exactly through the boxes, which is pretty ridiculous. I'd like to see some evidence of aim assist because I think he's got it. I do think he's got it. But I think it's some kind of maybe, oh, he gets to take the bot again. I think it's some kind of like trigger bot situation or something like that. Some kind of like smooth aim or silent aim or something like that. So it's kind of hard to detect. It's, you know, you can't just see the crosshair like snap to people straight away. He's maybe got the FOV set super low on his cheat or something like that. So people have to be within a certain range. Or silent aim, you don't even have to be aiming at them. The bullet will just go at them anyway, which is pretty crazy. But from the Mach 10 play we saw, that's it's kind of doubtful. He's not just instant one-bulleting everyone. Now all his teammates are watching him. The pressure is actually on. So he probably will play a little less blatant. I say that as he looks at a guy exactly through the wall on sight. Yeah. But the real question is, will he clutch 3v1 with cheats or not? I don't think he's even very good with cheats. So I think it's just a little bit embarrassing for him. He's got 8 seconds left on the clock, and he's going for this guy. Oh, will he clutch 2 bullets in 2 seconds? No, he won't. He got outgamed by someone who is legit. How embarrassing for the suspect. But I think you'll all agree with me on this one. We can safely say that this guy has got wall hacks. He's just like perfectly pre-aiming everyone. He's got way too much knowledge, and the CTs really need to stop doing this push. They do, because the suspect is always there, and he's always ready for it, obviously, because how can you not be ready with walls? And there he is. He's jumped now to 28 for 15 when I believe he was 13 for 11 when we first joined, so he has gone pretty ham. He clearly really wants to win this, but at what cost? Because he will be getting banned on this game, so was it worth it, dude? Was it worth it? He gets the perfect flash here on Cyclone, who hasn't actually made any noise whatsoever. He's just hiding in water, and he just perfect flashes him. But he's ready for the push down the stairs here from Diamond, and obviously he gets him. So I'm not 100% sure about aim assist. I'm not. I can't say evidence beyond a reasonable doubt for aim assistance, so I'm going to say insufficient evidence. But vision assistance, that was very evident. I hope everyone agrees with me on that one. And those are the worst type of people to play against. Those legit players who are literally playing just legit settings and hoping that you just don't think they're cheating, and actually like messing up half the time as well on purpose. They're also the hardest to catch as well, I think. If that guy was a little bit less blatant with his walls and he like faked the Overwatch more and he just like, you know, checked some angles that they weren't, and he didn't just stare exactly where people were through walls, it would have been really hard to catch him out. Really hard. Hopefully we have another cheater out of the game. Awesome. Well, back-to-back Overwatch cases. As I was saying at the end of the last Overwatch, I am giving away all of this stuff, so be sure to check out the video. The link to the video is going to be on the screen as soon as this video ends, which is probably about now.